Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today is a special video that I've been trying to plan for a while, and it's a collab with my very good friend here on YouTube. Her name is Kelly Michelle. She and I have got really similar tastes. We've both got curly hair. We both feel the same way about spending money on makeup, and that we can get the better products for less money, and we enjoy playing with makeup, and we also enjoy using makeup. And we both decided to use a palette from Makeup Revolution for this collab, especially as this is Makeup Revolution month. And we both decided on the Salted Caramel I Heart Makeup. This was one of the newer, not the newest, but one of the newer palettes from the chocolate range. And this is a dupe for the Semi-Sweet palette by Too Faced. So as you can see, there is some lovely neutrals, a pop of blue, a really dodgy pink, which I'll talk about later in the tutorial. It's so rubbish. And it's the same in the Too Faced palette, so I don't know why either of them have bothered putting it in there. There is this colour here, which is an incredible caramelly colour. In fact, it's called Peanut Butter, I believe, in the Semi-Sweet palette, and was the inspiration for the Peanut Butter Jelly palette, which we can't get here, and I'm gutted because I absolutely would buy it. There are some very samey colours in this though. I think this one, this one, this one and this one look very similar. They're not exactly the same, but they'll probably give the same look on the eye. You've got three beautiful shimmers of copper. These are lovely. The gold, the rose gold, the copper, and then this lovely sort of bronze at the end here. I think they're lovely. This corner here works really well. I've got a couple of those on my eyes today. And you have a great, as usual, matte cream, which is worthwhile. Now, this looks like a black, but it isn't. I would say it's not a, she says, it's a black. It's sort of, when you swatch it, it isn't as opaque as that. Yeah, it's, yeah. It is a black though, Leo. I don't know what I'm talking about. It looks almost like it's got green in it. That's why I said that. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful palette. I am doing some comparisons through Makeup Revolution month with the other chocolate bar palettes, just so that you can see how this compares. I believe that you could probably, apart from the blue, you could probably make this look with quite a lot of the other chocolate bar palettes. So keep watching. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to seeing what Kelly does with her look, and I'm hoping that we do something very different, and that we, yeah, I'd like to see what she does. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you wouldn't mind, go and check out Kelly's channel. She's absolutely lovely. Her channel's grown very quickly, actually, and that's because she's really, really lovely. You can't, she's got a really lovely voice. She talks really, really well. And she also lives in the northeast, and that is where my family are. So I'm often up there, and next time I'm up there, I'm definitely going to go and see her and say hello. So go and check out her channel. Go and check out her video. I may put, if she sends me a photo, I'll put a photo up as well. So yeah, take care, guys, and keep watching for the tutorial. Bye, guys. So first I'm going to take the ultra, I shouldn't blow on it, I got told not to blow on my makeup. Shouldn't blow my makeup, I should just dust it off probably. First I'm using the Ultra Contour palette. I'm not contouring today, I'm actually just going to use all three of the bronzers together and lightly dust those on the face. Sort of like a light contour, because you're dusting it in the same areas as you would contour, but it warms up the face rather than contours. And because these are quite cool toned bronzers, it does give a slight contour. If you use a really light hand and blend, they work really well, which is why you can get so much use out of this contour kit, I think. Just putting that on there. And excuse me, I have obviously put on my foundation. Today I used the, which one was it today? The Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum, which is the gel based one, and I love that foundation. If you're looking for a foundation that is medium coverage, I think. I mean, it says it's light coverage, but I would say medium. And I used the Collection concealer. If you're looking for something like that, then go for it. I really think it's great. And then I'm going to use the Sugar and Spice palette. I don't often get this one out. I'm going to use this really deep colour at the top here, but I'm not going to use a heavy hand. I'm just going to use, well, she says, tap that off a bit. And I'm just going to put that on lightly, and then I'm just going to blend it out. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I really didn't touch my face then. But I'm just going to blend that colour out because I really like it. It's a really pretty reddish toned pink. There we go. I feel like I put a little bit too much on my cheek there, but that's okay. We can work with that. So pretty though, isn't it? This palette is really pretty. I love these neutral colours down the bottom here. Really lovely. If you haven't tried the Sugar and Spice palette, definitely go ahead and give it a go. And then I'm going to use today, I'm going to use a highlighter from the Blush Queen palette, and probably this one in the bottom corner. Where is my brush? I use this one today. I'm just going to pop that highlighter here. Can you see that? Oh, that is pretty. Very pretty. I like that it's quite subtle, this one. Really nice. I wish there was names for them so I could tell you which one it is. But if you're looking at the palette with the lid downwards, it'd be this top one here. That's all I can give you, I'm afraid. So just going for that. And then the eyes. I wonder what Kelly's going to do, because I was swatching this and, oh God, it stinks so much of salted caramel. It's the strongest scented one, I think, out of all of them. And although this is really, really beautiful, and I'm sure I could create lots of looks, I'm always drawn to that blue in the middle. But I do think the colours are quite samey when they're on the eyes. There is this weird pinky colour as well, which is just rubbish. It's always been rubbish. It's the same in every palette that it's in. It is really crap, which is a shame because it is the worst colour in there. And if it wasn't there, I'd be happy. I wish that it was a different colour. I'm sorry. I'm sure, and I've heard it's the same in the Semi-Sweet palette, which this is a dupe of. So yeah, really gutted about that, but what can you do? It's not really, I don't get any say in it. So this look today, I'm going to do quite a neutral look because I'm going to do a bold lip, and I'm going to take the cream down the bottom as usual, and I've already put on primer, and I'm just going to put this on the top of my lid and sort of bring it down into the crease a bit, but not right onto the eyelid. So just on the top of my, underneath my brow. There. And then I'm going to take a crease brush, and I'm going to take this colour, which I know is the peanut butter in the Semi-Sweet palette, which has which is the main reason for the peanut butter and jelly palette, which I wish we could get in the UK, because I would 100% get that palette. So I'm just going to pop that in the crease. It's such a warm caramel colour. I bet you she uses that in her crease. I'll put money on it. She'll use that colour in the crease. I wish I could tell you what the name was of the colour. I've no idea. I wouldn't use such a fluffy brush, but I've forgotten to bring in my Zoeva one. In fact, I say I've forgotten to bring it in, but I just don't know where it is. But this is really good for blending, so it's a really pretty brush. I got it in a set from eBay, which I paid £6 for, and I think I got 15 brushes. And I reordered it actually because I wanted to get this brush again, but actually they sent me different brushes, so I'm a bit gutted about that. They didn't send that brush again, which is really difficult for me because that's my favourite brush, and I wanted to get another one in case that one sort of went. So I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do. I'm going to deepen up that crease actually because I feel like it needs it. I'm going to use this colour here. It's like a dark, just a chocolate colour. Yeah, that works really well on top of that actually. if you ever want to deepen the crease, this is what I do. So I always lay down a colour first and I try to do all over the crease. And then if I'm taking a deeper colour, I put it just in the corner so that I can blend it through. So I put it just here and I blend it through. I am not an expert. I've said this 1,000 times. I've learned what I've learned from YouTube and just playing with makeup as much as I can. That's the only thing you can do. And just learning for myself what works best for me, etc. And then I think I'm going to take... I'm really drawn to this lovely rosy gold colour. It's very warm, very pretty. It's almost like a rosy bronze. More than rosy gold. Yeah, that is lovely. It's almost like a peachy bronze. I'm really into these warm eye looks at the moment. Really, really into them. I'm going to take that all over the lid. And the same with the other side. It's going to be really strange because I love doing these sorts of collabs where we do different looks because it gives me an idea of how somebody else would use the palette. Which is weird because you know, there's been times like when I did the Fortune Favours the Brave, I would never have chosen the look that Amy went for. And I love that. And now it's something that I do myself because it's such a beautiful look. She really sold it to me. Taking this really bright colour here, I'm just going to go into the inner corner here. And the same on the other side. Just the sort of the inner edge, not the inner corner. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, which is here. And I'm going to take this bold colour here. Be good if I showed you the palette, wouldn't it? And just go under the eye with that. And then just on top of the eye as well, sort of line it. I'm not going to use a liquid liner or an eyeliner today, just the eyeshadow. Can you see what I've done there? Just running along the top and the bottom. And then I'm going to take, there's a lovely colour here, which I think is very similar to that, but it's got glitter in it. And I'm going to take that on a fluffier pencil brush. And I'm going to take that just in the outer V. Oh, it smells so strong, this one. Really strong. Really strong. Great, I'm getting fallout everywhere. And again, that's user error because I didn't just tap that off, so it's my fault, really. I just want this on the very outer part of the eye, just so that it looks dark, but not too dark. It's easier to do it in the viewfinder, actually, I'm finding. I know it can look very messy the way I'm doing it, but I will be blending. I promise I will be. And then taking that other colour, running it as close to the lash line as possible. And then on the top again, like I did on the other side. Oh, my nose is right in it and it's really strong. I actually don't know if I like how strong it is. It's just maybe a tad too strong for me. Oh well. And then I'm going to take a lovely fluffy blending brush and blend those all together. All the hairs are falling off this. I'm gutted. This is one of my favourite brushes. But I don't know why, but all the hairs seem to be breaking off, which is a shame. Lovely. Really happy with that. And now mascara. What did I do with that? I did bring it in. I'm sure I brought it in. Did I bring it in? Yes, it's here. My new mascara, my new holy grail, the L'Oreal False Lash Sculpt with this weird brush, but the best brush for getting into eyelashes. I've got hair all over me from that brush. Oh, I'm gutted. It is only a cheapy brush. That's the first time it's ever molted. and I'm not sure why it's molting. I found this quite hard to get off last night and quite gutted about it because I really like it, but I don't want it to be a pain. So I'm going to try and take some of it off with eye makeup remover and then use my new hot cloth cleanser that I bought recently, because I feel like that's really going to make a difference for getting makeup off. I find mascara the hardest thing to get off anyway, and I don't use waterproof. I never use waterproof mascara. Could you imagine if this was waterproof? It's not, is it? I used to use waterproof when I was younger. I used to think it was the best thing ever, because honestly I liked clumpy lashes, and I still suffer with that sort of infliction of trying to get more product on my lashes. I never put mascara on the bottom of my eyes when I was younger either. So this warmth, I've noticed that when I use coppery tones, it makes my eyes really sort of hazel. And the green stands out a bit more. The greenest my eyes look is when I use a purple though. That just makes my eyes really stand out. So for the lips, I am using the Makeup Revolution lip liner in Rebel. I should have really given it a bit of a rub down before, because I sharpened it. These are very nice. They're a good consistency. The first time you use them, they're not great, because they need if you sharpen them once, give them a bit of a rub on the back of your hand, they work really well. And I'm going to use the colour Diamond Life from the new Rose Gold collection. That is very vampy. I like that a lot. Oh, and there's the runny nose, as usual, on time. There it is. So that is the look. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm feeling like this is making my teeth a bit yellow, and it should make it white, being that it's a sort of purpley colour. Weird, very weird. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Go check out Kelly's channel. I have been following Kelly for a while now here on YouTube, and she's just so lovely. Anyway, go and check her out. I'll leave all her links below, and I'll leave her collab video below as well. Give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Well, do it anyway. I think it'd be great. And comment down below if you've enjoyed this look. Thank you very much for taking part. No, Leah, come on. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.